Item 9.
Item number 9, proclamation recognizing Leadership Pikes Peak Week of Leadership. Cami Bremer, Commissioner, Board of County Commissioners.
All right, if you'd like to start making your way down to speak on this proclamation, I'd be appreciative. Commissioner Bremer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to move this proclamation recognizing Leadership Pikes Peak Week of Leadership. Whereas Leadership Pikes Peak is a nonprofit organization founded in 1976 and is focused on building a thriving community through leadership and service. And whereas Leadership Pikes Peak provides community leadership programs for experienced professionals, young professionals, women, and teens. And whereas these programs provide the skills, knowledge, and connections for participants to serve in the community effectively. And whereas these programs have more than 2,500 graduates who, as community trustees, work to make the Pikes Peak region a wonderful place to live, work, and play. And whereas the Leadership Pikes Peak focus is on self, community, and the city to learn how to apply individual strengths, abilities, and passions to understanding their position in the Pikes Peak community. And whereas numerous county elected officials and employees have participated in the program and have found it to be of great value to the county. And whereas Leadership Pikes Peak graduates have increased confidence, skills, and abilities to strengthen the region, thus becoming active and engaged members of the community by serving on boards, committees, and giving back through volunteer opportunities. Now, therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of El Paso County, Colorado, hereby recognizes the week of July 15th to July 19th, 2019, as Leadership Pikes Peak Week of Leadership in El Paso County, and proclaims its gratitude and support for the graduates and alumni working as community trustees in the Pikes Peak region. Done this 9th day of July, 2019, of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Signed by Mark Waller, Chair, Lojinos Gonzalez, Vice Chair, Stan Vanderwerf, Holly Williams, Cami Bremer, members of the Board of El Paso County Commissioners, and attested to by Chuck Berman.
Second.
All right, that's been moved and seconded. So here's how we like to do this. If you would, please, if you want to speak, we want to give everybody the opportunity to do that. But before you start speaking, please sign in and then state your name, and then you may begin.
Good morning. My name is Taylor Reed. I'm the Executive Director at Leadership Pikes Peak, and I'm also proud to say that I'm an alumni from our programs. I graduated from our Leadership Now program in 2008 and our Signature program in 2013 before starting to work for Leadership Pikes Peak. And we are truly excited to be here with you this morning, so thank you for this proclamation and declaring the week of July 15th through the 19th our Week of Leadership. And as you just mentioned, Cami, Leadership Pikes Peak is proud to celebrate 43 years this year of building community trustees. So through our community leadership programs, we give our alumni the confidence, the skills, and the abilities to be able to go out in the Pikes Peak region and make it a better place to live, work, and play. Through our programs, we have over 2,500 alumni that are making a difference in our community, and through their community engagement, we make an economic impact of $1.2 million in the Pikes Peak region. So we're truly excited to celebrate this week and celebrate the great things that our alumni are doing in the community, and hope that you guys will come out sometime during the week and come to one of our events. So thank you for the proclamation of declaring July 15th through the 19th, our Leadership Pikes Peak Week of Leadership. So thank you, Commissioners.
All right. Is there anybody else that would like to speak on behalf of this proclamation? Of course you would.
All right, I'll officially sign.
And I don't know that you need to state your name. Everybody knows you.
Just for the record, for those that are watching online, Janet Huffer, and I am currently the Chief of Staff at the Sheriff's Office, and I was lucky to be able to go through Leadership Pikes Peak, the Signature program in 2017, was a graduate, and then ended up kind of volunteering or voluntold to be a part of a committee, which has been one of the best opportunities that I've had with Leadership Pikes Peak. And then this last year I was asked to sit on the board. So it is such a great program. I appreciate the county's support in sending people that work for our county to Leadership Pikes Peak. It is definitely an asset to our community. So I appreciate your support.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody in the audience like to speak on behalf of this proclamation? Anybody opposed to this proclamation? All right, I'll bring it up here for deliberation and then a vote. Would anybody like to speak on behalf of this proclamation? Commissioner Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I can confirm to start off that LPP only invites the best of the best to be their guest speakers. So I just want to put that out there. Yes, I have spoken twice.
And I was just thinking they were a great organization. Now,
but they no, I've gotten to see their students over the last couple of years and see the great work that they do with them and what they do when they graduate, and they end up becoming leaders in our community, and so you see them everywhere, and so they are leaving their imprint among our community, and that's very, very valuable, and so I encourage everybody to participate, not just in this week for them, but to get involved and learn, and if you want to volunteer and become one of the students, they have multiple programs that they can be involved in, so it's a great group and a great program, and I encourage everybody to participate. Thank you.
thank you. Commissioner Williams.
I just appreciate, I actually had marked that at some point I wanted to apply for the program, but now I'm too busy. So it's kind of hard, but it's such a great program and a great way to introduce community members to other community members to make sure that we network and we know each other and we all know that we're involved in making this community a great place to live. So thank you for all that you do.
All right, Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd also like to thank all of you. I've actually been checking out your website while I've been up here, making sure I've got a couple of nice golden nuggets to talk about Leadership Pikes Peak, and I just want the rest of the commissioners to know I've spoken there twice as well, okay? So,
Boy, you guys have really gone down in my, no, I'm kidding.
but I think 43 years, wow, what a great record, and 2,500 alumni. I think that's a serious, serious impact that you are having on the community, and it is so important what you do in your programs, because it's critically necessary that when people want to enter into leadership positions in a community, they have to make that effort to understand all sides. Leaving out one group of people in trying to get to someplace down the road, whether that be a policy position or helping out an individual community, if you're leaving people out, they'll feel that. So it's important that everybody that goes through the Leadership Pikes Peak program, or just any community leader, takes that opportunity to really engage in that community and also to know yourself about who you are. And I think that's part of your program as well. So great job, everybody. Keep it up. Maybe we'll all be able to see when the 5,000th alumni person comes through. Wouldn't that be awesome? Thank you.
Awesome. And I'd also like to say thank you for all you do for our community. You know, I think one of the things that we do well is give people the training they need to do in order to be technically proficient in their jobs. But we aren't always good at the leadership aspects of that. And I think that that more focus needs to be placed in those areas. You know, whether it's working in the sheriff's office, being in leadership here at the county, or working in any of the other countless endeavors that require people to have leadership skills, you know, often it's the circumstance that the person that's most technically proficient at the job doesn't translate into becoming the best supervisor out there. And so I think it's really crucially important to have these kinds of organizations available that can teach people the leadership skills they need in order to be able to then effectively supervise the people that are supposed to be the technicians and the people that are technically proficient in the job. You know, I always commented when my children were little and they were in grade school, their report cards would come out, and I would kind of skip or, you know, kind of briefly peruse the assessment on reading, writing, arithmetic, those kinds of things, and I'd go straight to the back section, which was the life skills. How are they doing interacting with other kids in their class? What do their leadership skills look like even at that age? Because I always sort of figured if my kids did that stuff well, you know, if they were able to sit still, pay attention, and interact well with the other kids in their class, then they were going to be able to do the technically proficient things. So I can't speak enough about this kind of organization, and I'm going to make a pitch to you. If you want, you know, truly great speakers and, you know, people that are going to, you know, just really inspire the masses moving forward, I'm volunteering. No, I'm kidding. No, again, thank you all so much for what you do. It's very important to our community. Commissioner Brimmer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You know, Janet, I think the biggest testimony you could have for Leadership Pikes Peak was probably just said when when Chairman Waller said, everybody knows who you are. And, you know, the interesting thing about leadership in general is that whether you're one of those people that everybody does know who you are, if you're in a prominent position of leadership, you are just those others in leadership positions that are less prominent are every bit as much important. And I appreciate that Leadership Pikes Peak recognizes that and really strives to prepare people to be the foundation and the fabric of efforts that get done in this community. I think that is absolutely remarkable. You know, I think all of them from wherever they work, the graduates of Leadership Pikes Peak, they're equipped, motivated, and supported in this community. And again, that's just very, very unique, and I appreciate and applaud what you're doing to find leaders who can operate at all levels, because that's what it takes. So thank you very much.
All right, with that, I'll call the roll. Commissioner Brimmer.
Aye.
Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Gonzalez.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. That passes unanimously. Congratulations. We will stand in a brief recess for photos.